Good morning, Smith Station. I'm Summer Jernigan, and this is PNN.
Hi, my name is Gabby Harris, and this is my friend Chris Ox, and we're reporting to you here from the senior hallway. We would like to invite you to come out this Saturday, November the 9th, for our first ever One Youth Movement service. This is a thing that we thought of where we just wanted to get the whole community involved. It's not about our church or a name or anything. It's just whoever wants to come. It's going to be held at the Adareth building. It's right beside Terry's grocery store. This Saturday, it starts at 6 o'clock. We're going to have live worship, and I'm going to be speaking, and we're just going to have a lot of fun stuff going on. So we really encourage you. It doesn't matter what church you go to or if you go to church at all. We would love to have you. So come out this Saturday, 6 o'clock, to the Adareth building. Thank you.
Here are your two favorite video game experts, Brooklyn and Amber, with the latest news on your PlayStation 4 and the Need for Speed games.
Need for Speed Rivals launches with the PlayStation 4 on November 15th. It's a racing game set in an open-world environment. This is the 20th installment of Need for Speed games produced by Ghost Games and Criterion Games. It will be released for all platforms, new generation and old.
The PlayStation 4 release date is fast approaching. With November 15th right around the corner, many fans are waiting to play the biggest games this year like Call of Duty Ghost, Battlefield 4, and Assassin's Creed 4 on the new console. You can also look forward to Knack and Killzone Shadowfall, two games made exclusively for the PlayStation 4. In a couple of weeks, we will have a live PS4 to show you a glimpse of the next generation.
This is the third week of Call of Duty. Call of Duty Ghosts was released November 5th on all platforms, both new and old. On IGN, fans participated in a survey about their launch day plans. 48% of fans said they're spending their night playing only multiplayer, while another 22% said they're sticking strictly to the campaign. Gamers are also really excited for the new Extinction mode.
Bungie, the creator of Halo, are getting ready to release a brand new game called Destiny. The beautiful world is set in a new sci-fi world that adapts to the choices you make around it. With humanity on the brink of extinction, a white spear magically appears, giving humans the chance to travel the stars like never before. But before long, ancient alien races invade Earth, and the player must find a way to save humanity.
Amber,
Brooklyn,
PNN.
Let's find out what happened this week in history with Michaela Bostick.
November 4th, 1904, first football stadium was built, and it was for Harvard. November 5th, 1935, Parker Brothers launched the game of Monopoly. November 6th, 1879, Canada has their first Thanksgiving. November 7th, 1942, first U.S. president to broadcast in another language, and it's FDR in French. November 8th, 1731, Benjamin Franklin opens the first U.S. library. And that's this week in history.
Maybe you missed a game this weekend or just wanted to re-watch a cool play that your team made. Jared Dillard is here with your national sports.
For the third time in almost 10 years, the Boston Red Sox are World Series champions. They went from worst to first, but more importantly, from utter turmoil to ultimate triumph. Of course, the Boston Marathon bombings were on everyone's mind as the Boston faithful celebrated at Fenway Park. John Lackey gave a great performance on the mound, while the Boston Bats lit up rookie pitcher Michael Wacha. David Ortiz was named World Series MVP, and the 6-1 win over the St. Louis Cardinals ended one of the most memorable seasons in sports history. With number 1 Alabama on the bye week, we turn to the most pivotal game in the SEC. Both Florida and Georgia have had down years, but the winner was to be very much alive in the chase for the SEC championship. And at first, it looked like Georgia was going to run with the game, leading 20-3 at halftime. But Florida would rally before finally falling short of the Bulldogs 23-20. Todd Gurley came up big for the Bulldogs, having 100 yards rushing and a score. Aaron Murray added 258 yards and a touchdown to drop the Florida Gators' hopes of even at a bowl game, as Vanderbilt will visit them next week. Georgia, on the other hand, will face well-known FCS opponent Appalachian State. Now for the most well-talked-about game this week, Florida State and Miami take center spotlight. For anyone who watched the game, it was a pretty good game. That is until the second half. Leading 21-14, Florida State scored 28 unanswered points and blanked the Miami offense. Miami looks to shrug off the loss against Virginia Tech this Saturday, while Florida State will look to stay in contention for the BCS National Championship when they play Wake Forest. And Nick Marshall, he only threw 8 passes against Arkansas. He had 118 yards and a touchdown, most of it coming from an 88-yard pass to Sammy Coates midway through the third quarter. The reason? Because Trey Mason ran all over the Arkansas defense. He had 168 yards and 4 touchdowns, lifting Auburn to a 35-17 win over the Razorbacks. Auburn will travel to Tennessee, while Arkansas will travel to Ole Miss. And this week, make sure you catch the biggest games. Tonight, Stanford will take on Oregon, and Oklahoma will look to knock off Baylor. But of course, make sure you catch the LSU Tigers try to knock off the Alabama Crimson Tide's rampage. And it's become a routine. The Atlanta Falcons, they lost again. Shocker, right? Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers put on a show at home and embarrassed Matt Ryan and crew. Matt Ryan embarrassed himself, throwing 3 interceptions, totaling 7 in the past 2 weeks. Cam Newton passed for a touchdown and ran for another as the Panthers rolled over the Falcons 34-10. The Falcons' hopes are falling fast, especially with the Seattle Seahawks next on their schedule. And now we turn to the primetime game. The Houston Texans hosted the Indianapolis Colts and Andrew Luck. And things seem to be going smooth. That is until the Texans head coach Gary Kubiak collapsed during halftime. Don't worry, he's all right. But the Texans, the scary incident kind of took the wind out of their sails, as Andrew Luck and the Colts manufactured a fourth quarter comeback, scoring 21 points in about 15 minutes to beat the Texans 27-24. I'm Jared Dillard with your National Sports, PNN.
Here's Nadia Hamilton with stats on last Friday's game against Valley and an interview with Jarrell Gilmore.
Jarrell, you guys played Valley this past Friday, and you completed 7 of 8 passes. How do you feel about that?
I felt good. My line blocked good, and my wide receivers caught everything I threw.
Okay, you threw for 173 yards as well as 2 touchdowns. How did you complete that?
They, like Jay and LaDarren and all my other receivers, they went and got all the passes I threw.
Devontae Marshall had 16 carries for 114 yards and 1 touchdown. Nigel Lawrence also had a pick 6. The final score of the game was 45-13. Be sure to come out and support your Panthers this Friday in our first playoff game. Go Panthers!
Next Thursday is Midday Madness. Midday Madness is hosted by the Smith Station boys basketball team, and it is consisted of the three-point shootout and the slam dunk contest. This is only $4 until the actual date to get in. Please come out and support your Panthers and go to Midday Madness. Cam Richardson, PNN.
PNN has decided to add a new segment to the show that I think you will find interesting. Can you guess whose baby picture with Micah and Mariana?
Welcome to the new addition to our PNN show. It's called Guess Who, and here's our senior baby.
She's a senior, wants to attend art school. Her favorite animal is a peacock. Her mother name is Alicia, and her favorite team is Georgia.
Here are your choices to pick from: Becca Nelson, Mallory Mills, Cheyenne Lane, and Michaela Bostic.
We will name our senior baby next week.
If you would like to be featured in the Guess Who segment, then send your pictures in to the emails below.
Throughout the hallways in our school, you may have noticed the various displays of art. Becca Nelson has more.
I'm here with Alexa Rogers. Alexa, what's your favorite thing about art?
It's a really fun class, and you don't really have to do much.
Okay, and what kind of art are you in?
Pottery.
And can you tell me about the pottery piece that you're holding right here?
It's a bowl, and I really like flowers, so I put leaves on it.
Okay, thank you. I'm here with Logan Stanley. Logan, what's your favorite thing about art?
It's not as demanding as the other classes are.
And what kind of art class are you in?
The standard.
And can you tell me what you're holding right here?
The Zen doodles. We just had to take patterns and put them into designs.
Okay, thank you.
I hope she'll be a fool. That's the best thing a girl can be in this world, a beautiful little fool. A quote from The Great Gatsby. Here are a few students from Ms. Goodrich's class presenting their Gatsby projects.
I'm here with Bailey Kyle. Bailey, can you tell me the criteria for this project?
Well, we had to make a map of the Great Gatsby.
Can you describe your map to me?
This is New York. This is the Valley of Ashes. This is West Egg, where Nick and Gatsby live. And this is East Egg, where Daisy and Tom live.
How long did it take you to do this project?
It took me about an hour and a half.
All right, thank you. I'm here with Chelsea Sykes. Chelsea, whose house did you do?
I did Jay Gatsby's.
All right, and can you describe the inside to me?
In the middle, we have a piano because Cliff Springer was in his house playing the piano. And we have his bedroom, a library, and a living room.
All right, and how long did it take you to do this project?
All night because I did it the night before it was due.
Did you have fun doing it?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
What's all this talk about the Duck Dynasty men without their beards? Kelsey Shelnut will tell us more with your entertainment news.
In need of a movie to see, check out Bad Grandpa, which was released in theaters October 23rd. Here's your clip.
This bed's going for a pretty good price.
Is it one of those ones that adjust? Or?
Yes, ma'am, it's really good. It's one of those that kind of sit up where you're watching TV. Yes, here, try to adjust it a little. Whoa! Whoa, go! Whoa, go! Whoa, go! Whoa, go! What? Stop! Whoa, stop!
Unplug it!
Oh, my God. What are you trying to do to me? Jesus, honey.
Push the little button.
Oh, my God. Oh, God! Put it down! Put it...
Here are the Duck Dynasty guys without their beards.
It's time for the 6th annual student-faculty basketball game. PNN's Kelly Smith is going to tell us all the information that we need to know for sign-ups.
All right, Smith Station, it's that time again. The 6th annual Student vs. Faculty basketball game, Tuesday, November 26, 2013, presented by yours truly, PNN. Sign-ups are tomorrow on the East Commons at 7:30. It's $20 per player, and make sure that you have a permission slip signed by all your teachers stating you can play. Due to the timing this year, the students' team will consist of 7 senior males, 3 senior females, 3 junior males, 2 junior females, and the sophomore part will consist of 2 males and 1 female. Game on.
Congratulations to the ROTC cadets for placing first place overall victory in the 2013 Central High School Ironman Physical Fitness Competition. Here is Tatiana Buffett interviewing Courtney Binion and Brandon Phillips.
I'm here with Courtney Binion and Brandon Phillips. So guys, how did it feel to win the competition Saturday?
It felt really good. I'm very proud of the cadets. They put a lot of effort into it, so I'm very proud of them.
Brandon?
Like she said, we're real proud of the cadets. They did most of the work. I went mainly as leadership just to kind of keep everybody informed, but overall it was the cadets that did it.
And how do you think you did Saturday?
They did really well. Like I said, they put a lot of effort into it. There's always room for them to improve and do better, but I'm very proud of them.
And Brandon, what can you do better next time?
There's always room for improvement. We can always train, probably put some more remedial PTs in after school and just train them harder.
Thank you. Tatiana Buffett, PNN.
Congratulations to Devin Brown for winning overall Big Man on Campus. Here's PNN's Becca Nelson with more on our winner.
So Devin, how much money did you raise?
I raised $350.
And what was your strategy for raising money?
Whenever I got in the classrooms, I just asked people if they would like to donate, and then my mom helped out at her work, and my family gave a little bit of money.
Okay, and how does it feel to be Big Man on campus?
I mean, it feels good. My aunt had breast cancer, so I mean, it feels good to know that I possibly could help somebody else survive breast cancer or the research that they have to find to help end cancer.
Okay, thank you. Turn up your volume and get ready to dance because it's time for Throwdown Thursday.
I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked at you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just made
Don't forget to wear white tomorrow to support your Panthers. Have a great day, Smith Station.